The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Hey guys, how's it going? This is Jason from Yeastar training team. Good to be here and good to see you guys here. Well, today we're actually going to have a training course. We're going to talk about boom your business with Yeastar. So first of all, thank you so much for coming. Thank you for your participation. And before I get started, I would like to ask you guys, can you hear my voice? I just want to make sure that all of you guys can hear my voice, okay? Guys, by the way, because in China, there's a huge fireworks, so maybe the network is not very stable. But anyway, if you guys cannot hear my voice, just let me know through the chatting panel. Okay, so I will just take a pause and let's just check the network, check the audio, make sure you can hear my voice. Okay, okay, great, great. Thank you guys. Thank you for the feedback. Okay, all right. Yeah, thank you, thank you. All right, guys. Now I think that we can probably get started for today's training. All right. Now today's training, I'm gonna actually talking about. Now, first of all, make a brief introduction about Yeastar, and that's actually not the point, right? So the point is, I'm actually gonna tell you guys what kind of benefit can we get from Yeastar, and what kind of products do we have from the Yeastar. That's actually something more than important, right? So I prefer to share with you guys those important information. So let's just get started. Here we go. All right. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I made this slides for you guys to make everything clear. Now let's see the first one. Now, first of all, I would like to make a brief introduction about Yeastar team. Well, Yeastar, as you know, we're the original manufacturer in China. Okay, and we focus on this VoIP solution and also the VoIP PBX for over 10 years. Now we start everything. We found our company in 2006, so which means 12 years has been passed. And for the past 12 years, the whole team is working so hard, specifically on this VoIP solution field. So in other words, is we never spend our time on something else. We only specialize in this VoIP PBX and VoIP solution. That's exactly what we did for the past 10 years. And of course, this will also be our target in the future. So in the future, we will just keep running on this way, keep working on the VoIP solution, the VoIP PBX. That's exactly our target. And first of all, let's check this one. Now, this will be our Yeastar milestone. So what is Yeastar milestone? It's actually some very important moment, important events for Yeastar history. Now, let's have a check. Now, we started everything since 2006, and today it's actually 2018, right? So 12 years. And as you know, 2006, around 10 years ago, only a few people they realized the importance of internet, the importance of the VoIP solution. So in other words, still a lot of people they prefer the old system, the analog system, right? So what is SIP? What is VoIP? Now people they didn't get any familiar with this SIP solution. They have no idea about what is SIP solution. So around 2006 and 2008, a lot of people they still prefer to choose the old platform, the analog system. But the internet is something amazing. So actually, on that moment, there's still a little bit chance, still a little bit opportunity for people to get in touch with a little bit SIP, a little bit VoIP solution. So 2008, Yeastar, we just launched our first generation PBX, which is called My PBX. Now, this My PBX can completely help people to realize your old system, your analog system, and simultaneously you can have your VoIP solution on this box. So that's a pretty good solution for people on that moment. I mean, because this My PBX is just right on the moment, right, realize the people's requirements on that moment. And with the technology development, and also, the internet has completely changed everything, and the network condition is totally improved. So 2011, around 2011, more and more people they realized the importance of VoIP solution, and also the internet is going to be really popular. So a lot of things is totally based on the internet network. So of course, for the telecommunication, it's the same thing. We also need to keep up with the technology, keep up with the time. So 2011, Yeastar has the second generation PBX, the U series. Now you know the U series PBX. I believe a lot of you guys are actually very familiar with this U series PBX. Now, this U-Series PBX is the real VoIP solution because when you have a U-Series PBX, you can realize so many different features and functions on this box. So that's a real VoIP solution. And by the way, the capacity of the system is also increased. So it can totally handle the growing demand of heavy duty on the VoIP communication. And the next one. 2016. Well, this is our big moment for Yeastar. It's our 10 years anniversary. Our 10 years anniversary, and we have the S-Series PBX. Well, you know, S-Series PBX, the basic, the very fundamental VoIP solution. And the point is, the S-Series PBX, we can also realize one important feature, which I prefer to call it cross-platform solution. Now, what is cross-platform solution, guys? Think about it. Traditionally, if you have a PBX, what you can do is just for your telephone system. That's all you can do on this box. But for S-Series PBX, you can do more than just telephone system because we support API. So you can use the S-Series PBX integrate with your third-party management system. Now that just gives us more flexibility and also the opportunity to have more chance to take more cases. Now, for example, if now we have a case for call center or we have a case for hotel. Now, usually the old-fashioned way, you have no choice. Your PBX can do only one thing. It's called for telephone system. But now the S-Series PBX, you can integrate with your call center kit, your CRM system, your hotel PMS system. So it's a pretty good solution. It's totally changed the way we communicate with each other. And of course, as we know, the technology is completely changed the world now. Even for now, it never stops. So, you know, the cloud PBX is also very popular now. So Yeastar, as a professional VoIP solution provider and manufacturer, of course, it's our duty, it's our responsibility to offer the world, to provide the world the most advanced technology, the advanced solution. So 2017, we have our own cloud PBX. And this year, 2018, we launch our own cloud PBX to the world. And when you check our team, you can also figure that we start with a very limited team, you know, only 10 guys and a 100-meter square office, even smaller than your house. But today we have 200 employees. We have branch offices in the United States. So that means we're just working so hard on it, just to make it better and better. And talking about our team, let's have a check. Now, currently, we have two offices. Now, controlling office, the headquarters is in China, the Xiamen city, where I'm staying now. And also, we have branch office in the United States. It's actually in Texas. So we have a branch office there. And we have 200 employees. The point is, over 50% of our employees, they belong to the R&D department. See, that's a key point. That's a key point. How do we guarantee our solution and our products? Because we have a very strong and professional team for this manufacturing thing. And also, we are not working alone. We're working with our partners all over the world. Okay, guys, here, just some good news to share with you guys. Now, this is actually our performance in last year, 2017. First of all, last year we got a 32.8% revenue. Wow, that's a good news. That's a real good news. And we also make ourselves become top 10 in the world for the SMB market of the VoIP solution, of the VoIP PBX. I'm sorry. And in China, we make ourselves become top 3. This is actually our performance in last year. And of course, you guys want to know, hey, Jason, how do you get this number? How do you get this figure? Where did you get those data analyzed? Of course, I never make it by myself. This is actually provided by Frost Sullivan. Well, as we know, Frost Sullivan, very professional organization to do the evaluation for company brands or a lot of things like that. So they actually help us to do this. They just make a research and then they just send this research to us. They provide this figure to us for the last year. Wow, that's a good news. And our achievements for the past 10 years, let's just have a quick look. We got a lot of awards, certifications, but it doesn't matter, guys. Forget about it. The point is, now, the reason why we can get those awards or those certificates is it's not because of those fancy papers or those logos. It doesn't matter. The point here is we worked so hard for over 10 years and our products and our solutions are totally acknowledged by the world. So that's a point. So we make the world know that everything has been totally approved and has been tested, acknowledged. Then we have this performance. It's all by our hard working. And our global appearance will be like this. Our sales revenue, we just keep this average 30% annual growth. I mean, this is average data, average figure, but we just keep this 30%. And of course, our channel partners all over the world, we got 2 branch offices just to make sure that we can make it better and better all the time. And of course, we have a few successful cases, guys. For example, I believe those brands are very famous. For example, like this Formula One. Now, we do work with Formula One before in Singapore. We offer them a solution now for the Formula One. And also we provide some solutions for like BMW, like Mercedes-Benz, very famous manufacturers. They have tons of showrooms in China. So we provide a lot of solutions for them. And also something I think is very, very, this one. 2017 China BRICS. Now this one is actually very famous in the whole Asia Pacific area. Last year, 2017, BRICS Summit is very famous. Actually, China just held it in Xiamen, the city where I am. And actually, Yeastar, we just provide I think the security solution for the whole summit. I'm not sure about the details because this is about summit, so a lot of confidential information. It's not easy to get those details information, but we do have a very good we do provide a very good solution for the security system of this whole summit, including indoors and also outside the security, like checkpoints, like the conference. So many checkpoints and the conference, they need a solution for that one. But anyway, guys, just a lot of successful cases we've made before. And our target clients, let's just make it clear. So who will be Yeastar target clients? Let's have a check. If you're trying to figure out Yeastar products target clients, well, it's actually the same question for you guys. When you are doing your business, you also need to figure out, if I'm a reseller, when I try to sell Yeastar products, who's going to be the target clients? I need to figure this out, or I have no idea about this business, right? So let's just check this out. Now, first of all, for Yeastar, now we actually just hold our hand, we hold the balance point, we keep up with the time. So in other words, we have on-premise solution, and also we have on-cloud solution now. So for our clients, if they need on-premise, they can take the hardware. If they prefer the cloud solution, they can take the cloud PBX. Anyway, and also except for that, we have our own gateway. We have our own Linkas app. So for our clients, they can just take the solution with the gateway, with the Linkas. It's just a totally comprehensive solution for them. No matter where they are, no matter what kind of customers we have, if they're looking for the solution for SME market, if this is for a small and medium-sized business, well, if they find Yeastar, good choice, wise choice, Yeastar can offer you this specific solution. And I believe you guys want to know more details about our solutions. Don't worry, I will explain it later. Now let's keep going. And also, let's see, how do we meet diversity needs of the market? Now on my left hand, this will be the SMB users. Well, which we're very familiar with the SMB users. They're just basic office, right? The basic, company offices. What they're looking for is just a telephone system. It's just a very cost efficient telephone system with a very powerful and abundant features, whatever. That's what they want. And except for that, for those basic users, they will also need the integration with the CRM system. Well, if they go for Yeastar, great, we can do it. Yeastar support it. They can just use it for their telephone system and also for their CRM system. They can work as a unity. And on my right hand here, we can also have another kind of customer, which we call it vertical users. Now, perhaps you guys may get confused. What is vertical users? Now, vertical users is kind of like some specific field, like a hotel, like a call center, like industry, like for workshop. I mean, those guys are totally the specific field, specific industry, right? They need some specific solution. Now, for example, if I'm an owner of a hotel, I want a PBX, of course, but I want a PBX can do something more than just telephone system because I'm a hotel owner. What I want is I want a telephone system and also can help me to do the room service, the room management, a lot of things, those kind of functions and features. That's also what I'm looking for. So if they select a Yeastar PBX, first off, the capacity is very suitable for the small and medium size, right? Our target client market, and also we can help them to integrate with the hotel PMS system, and also we have some app. We Yeastar, we have our own app, we have our own software for the hotel. So that's a very specific solution for them. All right, now let's see our services, Yeastar services. So what kind of Yeastar services do we have? Can you guys have actually? This is the question, right? So you guys want to know, well, all right, Jason, if we work with Yeastar, so what kind of services can you guys offer us? Here we go. Now the first one will be our tech support. Now why do I put the tech support here? Now tech support should be something important, but why do I mention here? Now let's just think about it. You guys are resellers. You guys are actually cover the whole local market in Saudi Arabia, right? So let's just imagine if there's an end user, they purchase some products from you and they need tech support. Who will be the backup? Of course, you guys will be the backup for them, right? So you will be the backup for the end users and they need your help. You can help them to do the troubleshooting or the maintenance. That's all you can do. But the question here is, what if you guys need some support? If you need our help, if you need some help, who's going to be your backup? Of course, Yeastar, right? So Yeastar are going to be your backup. Now let's see our Yeastar performance. So talking about Yeastar backup, so we care about you guys. So how do we perform on our tech support? Check this out. On my left hand, this will be our performance is a data analyzed, generate from our Zendesk. Guys, this is not something I create, okay? This is actually provided by Zendesk. Well, as we know, Zendesk is a pretty professional ticket system, so it's really reliable. Let's just have a check. Now the first data is first reply time. Now what is first reply time? So if you guys have any case, you need our help, you send a ticket. Then we take the ticket, and there should be a duration to handle your case, right? That's called first reply time. And the industry average performance is actually 26.5 hours. That's okay. I mean, this performance is okay, right? It's not so bad because that's the average. I mean, for example, when you're buying a computer like a MacBook or iPhone, whatever, you need some tech support. Now probably you just make a phone call and you have to wait for 1 or 2 days. So that's average. That's totally fine. It's okay. But check our Yeastar performance. Our performance is only 7.15 hours. That's amazing. That's really amazing. I mean, if you compare with each other, that's totally amazing. Excellent. And by the way, we're not only care about your speed, the speed of the service, we also care about your feeling. So our satisfaction rate is 97%, is totally different. The industry average, 95%. Now, you guys may want to say this is only 2% difference, right? But it's totally different. We're actually talking about satisfaction rate, right? So this 2% difference totally makes us to another level. And our on the right hand here, that's actually our performance of our first reply time. Now you can figure that over 80% of your cases get first reply during first 8 hours. That's how we make it work. So our team, the whole Yeastar team, 24/7 working for the tech support, we really work hard on it. We care about you guys if you need our help. And except for the tech support, there's something else. There is something else we can provide it to you, which we called Yeastar Academy training. Now, this academy training is a very systematic thing. And I believe you guys, a lot of you guys want to know, is that possible for us to get trained from Yeastar or get certificate, get certified? I mean, get certified from Yeastar. Well, of course, you guys can just join our Yeastar Academy training. By the way, this training totally free, and if you passed our test, we also have some tests online. So you pass the test, and you will be certified. We will send you the certificate. So, and the whole thing is just a systematic thing. We have basic level, we have intermediate level, and we have advanced level. So 3 levels, just like a pyramid. Now, about Yeastar training, we have multiple ways for this training. So if you guys prefer, we can have webinar training, what we are doing now. And also we can have some customized VCS training. So if you have the VCS systems, we might probably have the VCS training. And we also have some global on-site training. That's also okay because, our partners throughout the world, so they usually make a lot of, training and also some events in different areas. So that's also possible. That's also available for you guys. I remember not last month. It's actually April. Now, April, our partner held one event in Saudi Arabia. So I just joined there. I just visited Saudi Arabia, made a training there. So in other words, our global on-site training is also available for you guys. Okay. Now, it's time for us to talk about our Yeastar products, right? To see what kind of features, what kind of solutions do we have, something we need to explore deeper, right? So here we go. All right, guys. Now, this is something so important, which can help you guys make a very clear image. It can help you to draw a very clear image in your mind. Let's check this out. Talking about Yeastar products, so what kind of Yeastar products do we have? First of all, we have gateways, and we have PBX, and also we have links. So I will explain to you one by one. On my left hand, this is called on-premise solution. Now, on-premise solution is all hardware, right? So all hardware is easy to figure out. Now let's have a check our product line. We have S20, S412, from S20, S412 to K2. Now this is like a triangle system. So the capacity of the system can completely cover from 20 users to maximum 2,000 users. Guys, don't worry. If your business is covering like enterprise level, you can also go for Yeastar because we have K2, which can handle 2,000 users. And if our business is only for small business, like 20 users, so we can use S20, S412. That's small size capacity. It's for a small business. That's okay. And going up, we have S20, S100, and S300. Covers the medium-sized business, right? So that will be our on-premise solution PBX. And on my right hand, this is on cloud. Now on cloud is actually just virtualized PBX, our Yeastar Cloud PBX. So it's more flexible comparing with the on-premise solution. And by the way, the on-premise solution and on-cloud solution, they both work with our Linkus app. They both work with our App Center, and they both work with our API. So you can use your Linkers, your mobile app, make your mobile like a mobility extension. You can use App Center to expand your system, you expand your features on your system. And also you can use API to integrate with the third-party management system. That's also possible. And also sometimes we need some solution with the physical trunk. So we can take the gateways. Now, as you know, we have TE for E1. We have TG for GSM. And also we have TA for PSTN. Also we have a PB for BRI. So many gateways can completely help us to make a very comprehensive solution. And by the way, a lot of people in Middle East, especially in Saudi Arabia, as we know, many years ago, people are using analog system. It's very good analog system, like Panasonic, like NEC, a very good system. I mean, seriously, they are very good system. It's very expensive. It's very good. In other words, they also have a lot of the analog phones, right? So the analog phones, like Cisco. I think Cisco they make a lot of very good analog phones, right? So the question here is, if we are using Yeastar PBX, but in my office I have so many analog phones, can I use it? Of course you can use it. Don't worry about it. Now, first of all, our PBX, the S series PBX, totally is hybrid. So we have ports, we have physical ports on it. You can just plug and play. And if you need more analog phones, you can just take the gateway. We have TAFXS gateway, so it doesn't matter how many analog phones you are using now. It can completely working fine with your Yeastar S series PBX. All right. So talking about S series PBX, now let's see our S series PBX. The main target for our market is actually SMB market, SME market. Now, S series PBX is specifically designed for the SME market. Now, let's see how do we make it work and what kind of specific features do we have here. I'm sorry, guys. Now, the first one. This will be a structure of our product line of the S series PBX. Now you can figure that we have S20, S50, S100, S300, and S412. So they all have some specific characters. Now let's have a check one by one. For S412 and S20, the capacity is same. These two models, they have the same capacity, 20 users. Now the difference is the S20 we can support 20 users for SIP, so which means you can use 20 IP phones, or you can use analog phones. It's flexible. And for S412, it's a little bit different. The limitation is for SIP users, you can only have 8. Okay, you only have maximum 8. I'm sorry, this is 8 SIP users, so you can use 8 IP phones. And the rest of 12 is actually for analog, because you can find 12 ports, 12 FXS ports on this PBX. So that's actually a very good solution for some small size business who are using analog phones. That's a very good choice. But for some people, if they're using more IP phones, so they can take S20, right? And for S50, and this is actually a larger size. The size will be a larger, the capacity. We support 50 users, so it's for the medium-sized business. Well, the rest of two, S100 and S300, now it's usually for something bigger, some company bigger size. Now support 100 users and 300 users, but maximum we can make it change to 200 users and 300 users. That's flexible. Guys, can you hear me? Hey guys, it seems that we lost audio. Can you hear me now? Okay, guys, can you hear me? Yeah, no voice. All right. What about now, guys? Can you hear me now? Okay, yeah, sure. All right. I will keep going. I will keep going. Yes, welcome back. Yeah, guys, like I said, this network is not very stable, so sometimes this GoToWebinar just happens, some issue here. Oh, I'm sorry. All right, let's keep going. Okay, now let's keep going. So I was talking about this five models of the S-series PBX. Now let's check the details data sheet. So this is actually something very detailed about the S-series PBX. Let's see what kind of information can we get from this. Now for S412, the users is actually 8. Now this 8 users is actually talking about the SIP users. Now like your IP phones, that's actually the users. But capacity is actually 20. Now which means you can have 12 analog phones. Okay, you can have 12 analog phones plus this 8 SIP users, so totally you have 20 users. And for S20, we just have 20 users. So this 20 users could be your IP phones, your analog phones, whatever, depends on you. And for S50, you can have 50 users. The S100 and S300 is a little bit different. Now, these two PBX, these two models can actually support an expandable system, which means we can change the capacity. Originally, you can have 100 users, 30 concurrent calls on your S100, but actually you can change the system capacity to 200 users, 60 concurrent calls. Now for S300, originally you have 300 users, 60 concurrent calls, and of course you can change the system to 500 users, 120 concurrent calls. That's flexible, guys. And by the way, this is not fixed, which means you can take the little module. Okay, you use the little module, you can change the system by yourself. So it gives you a lot of flexibility for your business, for your solutions, and also for your margins, right? Okay, now let's keep going. Now, as you can figure that also those five models, they all support ports, the FXS, FXO, also the BRI, and our mobile module. The cellular ports is also supported. So all we have to do when we try to customize the system is take the module. You know, the little piece chip. You just take the little piece chip. You can change whatever you want. Customize the system by yourself. So just like I said, guys, now this is very flexible. Just give us the possibility to keep more margins. Okay. All right. And talking about the hardware, we're talking about the hardware PBX. The quality is very important. So how do Yeastar guarantee the quality? Now, guys, if you're not very familiar, now let's just figure this out. Now, you can actually now take one piece of the S20, S100, or S300, whatever. Take a screwdriver, you just open the box, and then you can open that motherboard. The motherboard, you open it, then you can figure the CPU provider. Now you can figure our CPU provider is actually NXP Freescale. The RAM provider, Samsung Micro, and also we work with the Toshiba as our flash provider. So anyway, all those providers, they're totally at the leading position in their specific field. That's the key point. How do we make sure? How do we guarantee the hardware quality? So, and also we offer you guys this. You know, also Yeastar provides you 3 years warranty. That's also something amazing. You know, I believe that the industry average, for example, the average situation for this industry, for this VoIP PBX, usually they just offer you like 1 or 2 years warranty, right? But Yeastar, we can offer you 3 years warranty for the PBX. Okay? And also our system expandable. So now it's time for us to see how do we expand the system, right? Because I mentioned that S100, S300, we can change the capacity. But how do we change it? Let's figure this out. Now, when we try to expand the system, first of all, it's going to be this D30 module. Now, we need to get very familiar with this D30 module. This D30 module is a very cute, a tiny chip. Okay, it's very tiny. Now, what we're going to do is take our screwdriver, open the PBX box, and you can figure that this is the orange mark here. I used the orange marker here. Now that's actually our motherboard. Then we can fix this D30 module on the motherboard by using our screwdriver. Okay, it's very easy for the installation. Then we could be able to have 100 extensions and 30 concurrent calls more, because one single piece of the D30 module can offer us 100 users, 30 concurrent calls. And by the way, this D30 module is only available on S100 and S300. Okay, for S100, we will be able to have one piece of the D30 module, so which give us the solution like this. Okay, one piece D30 module, take our system to 200 users, 60 concurrent calls. And for S300, a little bit different. We can have one piece of the D30 module, so 400 users, 90 concurrent calls, or plan B, two pieces, 500 users, 120 concurrent calls, because S300 support two pieces. All right. And also, our system is totally customizable. It's also customizable equipment. So how do we customize the system? By using the modules, right? So as I mentioned before, we have so many features like a PSTN, like a BRI. How do we make it work? By using modules, it's going to be really simple and easy. Now, all we have to do, we open the PBX box, we take those little pieces of the module, fix it on the expansion card, or just fix it on the PBX directly, then we can have it. Now, you know, for S412, for S20, and S50, all you have to do, you just open the PBX, and you can use the module directly. For S100 and S300, we are actually going to use this expansion card first, okay? Take the expansion card first, the EX08, this card, then we can make it work. Now let's see the module first. On my left hand, we have 5 different types of module. We have green one, S2 module. We have O2 module, the red one, and also we have the black one, SO module. Next one, B2 module. The last one, GSM LTE module. So for S2 module, actually this module can help us provide 2 FXS port. Now what is 2 FXS ports? That's actually just, the ports for us to plug in our analog phones, right? So if in our system we have analog phones, we can take this S2 module directly. Now if we don't have too many, like 1 or 2 pieces, I can use this S2 module. Okay, and the next one, O2 module. So for O2 module, this is actually can provide us 2 FXO ports. So 2 FXO ports for our PSTN lines. Now if we have PSTN lines in the office, you don't have to purchase something else. Just take this module, then you can do it, right? And the next one, SO module. Actually can support 1 FXS port and 1 FXO port. Now maybe you guys want to ask, oh, Jason, you have S2 module, you have O2 module, but why do you have this SO module? What's the purpose? Now, SO module is actually have an advanced feature. Now, guys, be careful, this advanced feature. Now, usually, as we know, if we're using S2 module or O2 module or the PBX, whatever, when we try to make it work, we have to make sure the system, the electricity, the power is okay, right? So what if in your office currently you just get an accident, it's power off? What are you going to do with your telephone system? Well, you have no choice, right? It's power off, so you can do nothing. No one can make a phone call. Everybody's lost their connection, right? But if you have the SO module, you don't worry about it. If you have an SO module, even now in your office, there is no power, there is no electricity, you can still use your PBX for the, for the ordinary phone calls. You can still make it work. Now you may want to know why. Now think about it. SO module, one port for FXS, one port for FXO. For FXO, we're actually plugging the PSTN line. Now the PSTN line is carrying the electricity, right? PSTN line carries power. And the other port is FXS, is actually connected with my analog phone. So, in other words, now even the office is power off, but this SO module is actually still working fine with the electricity, right? One port with the power, one port with the phone. So I can use that analog phone connected with my PSTN line. So I can make a phone call directly. I don't have to worry about the power issue. That's actually the SO module can do. All right. And next one, B2 module. Now B2 module not very popular. This orange one can provide us two BRI, two ports for BRI. Okay. Not a big deal. And the last one, GSM, LTE, and also WCDMA. So this is actually for the mobile module. It doesn't matter. Sometimes we're using GSM card, we're using WCDMA, or sometimes we're using LTE. So it doesn't matter. You can always find the specific module for your specific card. That's okay, right? And except for that, there's another advanced feature on this module. You guys may not be very familiar with this, right? So it's okay. I will explain it. The LTE module. Now, when we try to use the LTE module, what we can do is for the basic telecommunication, which means you can use this module for phone calls, for short messages, SMS, right? Except for that, the LTE module can also support us to send, I'm sorry, not send. It can also get data service for the PBX. I mean, it can work as a SIP trunk. That's amazing. That's amazing, you know. Usually we get SIP trunk is actually by using our network cable. That's how we get the SIP trunk. That's how we get internet for our PBX. But if your internet is get some problem, if you just lose connection, you know, you just lost connection. So this SIM card, this 4G LTE SIM card can actually help you get data service for your PBX by using our 4G LTE module. That's totally possible and available. Now all we have to do is, there is no complicated configuration. It's going to be really simple. What we're going to do is we just have to make sure this LTE module has been inserted on the first slot of the first expansion card, or just on the first slot on your PBX. So the only one limitation is that installation, okay? So make sure your installation is follow the regulation which I told you before, okay? On the first slot, then you can use it for data service. All right? And also except for the EX08 card. Now, as we know, EX08 card is actually for us to install our modules. Except for this card, we have another one, which is called EX30. Now here, the front side, EX30 card. Now, what is EX30? Now, you guys may remember that on the datasheet, I actually mentioned S100 and S300, they support E1. They support E1 trunk. So how do we make E1 trunk working on S100 and S300? Now we have to make sure this PBX has the port, right? Has the port for E1 lines. Now, you know, for S20, S50, S412, smaller size, they don't have port for E1, but this S100 and S300, we can make one port for E1. So, which means we can take the EX30 card. The EX30 card can provide one port for this E1 trunk, okay? And the installation is also simple. Now take the screwdriver, open the cover of the PBX, then we fix in those expansion card. Then we can have those features. Now for EX08 card, we will have 8 interfaces, 8 RJ11 interfaces. Now EX30 card, we will have 1 RJ45 for the E1, okay? And you know, for S100, we only support 2 pieces of the expansion card. For S300, we could have 3 pieces. So in other words, our system is totally customizable, right? Now we can customize our system like 24 ports for analog phones, now which will be like this, or we can make our system like triple ports for the E1. That's also available. So it's really flexible, guys. Just like I said, we just create the possibility for you to have this flexible solutions, flexible business, and also you can maximum maximize your margins. That's also very important. Okay, now let's see some features and solutions on our S-Series PBX. All right, first one, the basic features. Now the basic features is just a basic like a call control. I just put a few features here. As you know, this is all very basic features like IVR, like call recording, fax to email, short messages. Those kind of things are very basic features. Now the point is, those basic features are totally free, guys. Now you purchase the PBX, then you will have all those features. So there is no license charge. Okay. For users, they're pretty happy to have this solution. And the security mechanism, yeah, we're talking about IPPBX in the internet. The security is very important. So we have auto defense mechanism, and also we have built-in firewall to work together to secure our system. And in the office, the PBX, and when we equip it in the office, now we can do a lot of things. First of all, we can use the user interface accessing the PBX, which is very easy. Do a lot of management thing, and also we can manage the based on it's totally based on the web. So in other words, when we try to equip our system, we don't have to install a software. We're just use our the web browser, use the IP address, then we can configure everything. It's really simple. It's really easy. And also we have this feature. I think this is some chain stores, they may use it, like Walmart, like Carrefour. They usually send this short messages to email to short messages. Anyway, we support it. It's a very good solution for them, for SMB market. And here is something important. Maybe you want to ask, all right, Jason, Yeastar, you were making the PBX, but you never provide IP phones, right? So we have a question is, can we make this PBX working fine with different IP phones? We may worry about it. Well, of course, you don't have to worry about it because we have a very extraordinary compatibility. Now, as you can see here, I just put those logos here. Now we support so many different IP phones like A-Link, Polycom, Cisco, Snorm, Panasonic, whatever. All of those IP phones are totally supported. So all we have to do, we just configure it. And by the way, we have one feature which is called auto provisioning. So this kind of configuration is also very simple. Using auto provisioning simply by your mouse clicking, then you finish all the configuration. Now, not like the traditional way. The traditional way for configuration, you have to access in every single phone. That's complex. But now you can take this auto provisioning for all of those, configurations automatically. Okay. And also we have something else, some unique features like this App Center. Now, what is App Center? Before we talk about App Center, I would like to ask you guys one question. How are you guys going to do if you're trying to get a new game or a new applications on your cell phone, on your mobile? It's not a question, right? Now what we're going to do is we just use our Google Play, our App Store, then we can start searching, then we download the software, and here we go. We can use it. So App Center is exactly something similar on our PBX. Okay, we create the App Center just like an open platform, just like your App Store, your Google Play. But the difference is, of course, you're not going to use App Center to download games on your PBX. This is PBX. It's not for playing, right? So App Center is just a platform provide you a lot of softwares. Now, what kind of softwares? Those softwares is specifically designed for some specific field, like a hotel, like a call center, like a workshop. If they need some specific features, they can just download it here. All right. And also we support API, so make everything becoming easier and make our solution become make our PBX has the possibility to realize this cross-platform solution. So with the help of API, we can integrate our PBX with CRM system, with the call center and PMS system. That's totally possible. And as we know, API is easy to configure. So here's a few examples. When we try to integrate with the CRM system, now currently we've already worked with Sugar CRM, vTiger, and Zoho. And of course, there should be something else, should be something more. I think like Salesforce gonna be the next one, and also 365. Yeah, Office 365 will also be the next step for this CRM integration. And for call center, as we know now, we provide you guys a very professional call center solution, which is called Qmetrics. Qmetrics, as we know, very professional call center system. So if you are using Qmetrics, and now Qmetrics, they have on live version, they have on premise version. It doesn't matter. We support them both. So all we have to do is we just download a software on our App Center. Then we can integrate with our we can integrate the Qmetrics with our PBX directly. That's not a big deal. Okay, and also for hotel, like I've mentioned, if we're having a small size hotel, like a motel, so for motel, we can use our app directly, our own app. But if we have a big size hotel, like 200 rooms, 300 rooms, uh, we can use the hotel apps, right? We can use this hotel PMS. We actually support so many hotel PMS, and I don't remember very clearly, but now I just remember that like a Hilton, Hilton Hotel, they have their own PMS. They can just integrate with us directly. All right, and we have Linkus. Now the mobility extension is totally possible for you. All you have to do, you just download Linkus on your Google Play or your App Store. And after that, activate this Linkus on your PBX. So you just totally make your cell phone become your mobility extension, right? And besides, this Linkus is really powerful. You have so many features, even you don't have on your IP phones, but you can have it on your Linkus mobile. Okay, that's really amazing. And like this call waiting, call transfer, those basic things, and also you can customize your profile, and you can check your colleagues' presence, and you can even start a conference. If you're trying to initiate a conference, you can use it directly. So in other words, when we configure the Linkus, we don't have to configure Linkus use an independent extension number. This is zip forking. So use one extension number so we can have our desktop phone and our Linkus simultaneously. That's a pretty good solution. So if you're on your business trip, take your cell phone. It doesn't matter. Just make sure your phone's connected with the internet. So no matter where you are, you're always connected with your PBX. All right. Now let's see some solutions. The first one, zip trunking, like I've said before. This is very popular now. Okay, very popular. We have Linkus now. We have our software on computer, and also we have extensions, multiple extensions by sharing one extension number. And guys, when we mention now, talking about this extension, this soft phone on the computer, there's actually some good news. Now, actually we have Linkus now. This is actually Linkus for your mobile. And pretty soon we will have Linkus for your PC, for your computer. So in other words, pretty soon we will have Linkus for desktop. That's a totally unified communication, right? Yeastar unified communication is on the way now. For your computer, for your cell phone, it's totally on the way now. All right. And also we have solution for the video solution. In Middle East, I think this is also very popular, like a door phone, like a CCTV, the IPC. Of course, it's supported. All we have to do is just register those devices on our PBX as an extension. Then we can make it work. Now, guys, here's a few information about this video solution. Now, like this codec. I think this is actually, I only put a few codecs here, not all. If you want to know all the codecs, now just check the data sheet. You can find it. All right. And also we have some solution for branch offices. This is SIP trunking. All right. It's very popular now. Talking about this, this is very interesting. Now, in Middle East, in Saudi Arabia, in Dubai, it's a little bit different because, SIP is not available. For example, like Dubai. I lived in Dubai for 2 years. So SIP is not available. It's totally forbidden there. So when people try to configure this, now SIP trunking, they're actually using TLS. So you guys want to know, does it support it? Yes, it's supported. You can use TLS to configure this. And also you can use VPN. You can configure VPN. So more choices. This is multiple choices for you. You can choose to use static IP address, dynamic IP address, or VPN. It's all available for you. Or you can use TLS. It's totally flexible for you to realize this integration. All right. And after that, two offices totally call each other free, and they can share each other's trunk. That's really amazing. And they can start a conference with each other free. Okay. And also we can create our own VPN. So, Yeastar, we have an app which is called VPN server. We can also equip this VPN server on our PBX. And on the other side, we can just configure them as the VPN client. So this is totally improve our security of our SIP trunk. It's just a backup solution, backup plan for us to increase the security. And we have something else amazing, multi-site interconnection, guys. Now, what is multi-site interconnection? Think about it. If we only have two offices, so we can use SIP trunking to connect it with each other. But as you know, SIP trunking is a little bit complex. Now you have to make sure you have static IP address, all right? Or if you don't have static IP address, you have a dynamic IP address. It's okay. You can configure your DNS. You can configure port forwarding, whatever. You can configure TLS anyway, or you can even configure VPN. But just like I said, it's complex. It's complex. So if there are any good solution for that, yes, this is something only Yeastar can offer you, the specific solution, the very unique solution, the multi-site interconnect. Now let's have a check. On my left hand, now if we only have two offices, the SIP trunking is okay. It's not a big deal. But if we have multiple offices, like 4 or 5, are you still gonna use SIP trunking? I mean, it's okay, but it's totally complex. It's complicated. Just like what I mentioned on my left hand, guys. I have 6 offices. So every single office must configure this port forwarding, this DNS, the static IP address, the VPN, the TLS, whatever. Is super complicated, right? So we have a new solution. On my right hand, this is a new solution. It's called multi-site interconnect. Now all we have to do is very simple. We just configure one PBX. Configure this PBX as the headquarter. And I just configure this PBX with the port forwarding, with the DNS, with the static IP address, whatever. I just configure one PBX. Set it as the controlling office. That's the headquarter. And the other PBXs, the branch offices, all they have to do is they just register on this controlling office. So between the branch office and this controlling office, there is actually no SIP trunk. It is not a SIP trunk. It's just a register. It's just an internal call, right? It's just an internal call. And then when people try to call each other, they don't have to create any SIP trunk anymore. They can totally call each other directly through the controlling office, through this headquarter. That's a new feature. That's a new function. It's really stable and really save a lot of cost, and it's really efficient solution. Okay. And also Yeastar has another amazing solution, which is called remote management. Remote management, as a reseller, we sell our products to the end users, right? So end users, they sometimes ask for help, for maintenance, for troubleshooting. It's really annoying, guys. It's not easy. I mean, it's not easy, especially like in Saudi Arabia, like my office, for example, in Saudi Arabia, I'm a reseller. My office is in Riyadh, and I sell a PBX to Jeddah, maybe to Jeddah. Then this customer just asked me, "Hey, Jason, I need your support. Can you come to my office?" All right, so I have to visit Jeddah, right? Spend a lot of time, spend my money for ticket. Why? It's not a very good solution. Or maybe I can use port forwarding. I can use TeamViewer. That's also available. But TeamViewer is not for free, and also TeamViewer you need to configure everything. You need to ask your customer to configure everything simultaneously with you. So it's not very easy. It's not very easy. We can't make sure our customers is always available online. Or we're using port forwarding, but the port forwarding is not secured. The port is open. It's kind of risky, right? So we can use Yeastar Remote Management. Now you guys already registered on Yeastar Partner Portal, right? You are already work with Yeastar, the Yeastar partners. So you have Yeastar Partner ID. Log in, please. Log in, then you will have the remote management access. Now the remote management is just kind of like the platform. And we hosted, guys. Yeastar help you guys. We hosted this remote management platform for you. Now all you have to do is you just register in and register your PBX, the S-Series PBX on this platform. And then if your customers need your help, all you have to do, you just access in your account on this remote management. You log in and you can start this remote control directly. And by the way, this is totally, we don't have to configure this port forwarding or something like that. So in other words, when we try to do the troubleshooting or something, it's totally secured. It's by the URL, it's by the random URL, not by the port, not by the IP address. All right. So wrap up time here. Wrap up time for the PBX is really powerful, and it's totally function for users, right? We design everything for users, and it's very flexible for modular design, and the user interface is very friendly. It's really simple, and it's just suitable for the SMB market. And except for the PBX, we also have gateway solutions, guys. Let's just have a quick look. For gateways, now usually we can use gateways to expand our system with more terminals or trunks, or we need more interfaces. So that's actually how we're gonna make use of the gateway, right? Now let's check them out. Now we have TA series gateway for FXS, for FXO, for them both, and also we have some other gateways. So let's have a check one by one. Now for TA gateways, this is a very popular solution, the FXS. So like in my office, if I have multiple analog phones and I don't want to spend money to buy something else. So I just want a very cost efficient solution. I can just take one PBX and one gateway, expand my ports, connect with my analog phones, right? And also for some typing center guys, like in Dubai, like in Dubai, so many typing centers there. So for people in Dubai, typing center, only 4 or 5 people, they don't have to purchase a PBX. That's really expensive. Now, all they have to do, they take a gateway directly, and they can have their analog phones, they can have their fax machine. So that's a pretty good solution for them. Save a lot of money. All right. Or, this is very popular in Middle East, in GCC. Sometimes people are using old platform, like I said, like Panasonic, NEC, very good system. And now they have a new system. So is that possible to work with to make two PBX work as a unity? Of course, it's possible. Now, we don't have to drop the old system aside. We just take the FXO port gateway so we can connect our new system with our old system together. That's a very good solution. For those users, they are really happy to see this because save a lot of money, and also they make a full use of all of their resources. It's a very good solution. And also we have TG gateway. Now for TG gateway is more like a remote solution. I remember that in China we had a case. We had a case before. It's actually a case for a power station. A power station is a huge, the water power station. So the aqua, not water, I'm sorry, it's aqua power station. Aqua power station is actually very far. They need a dam. They built a very big water dam, the aqua dam. So it's totally far from city. Now it's not possible for carrier to build some landline for them. But carrier has the station everywhere. The cellular stations everywhere. So this case actually we just provide this TG solution for them. Stay in their office. They don't have landline, but they have SIM card. They have cellular station. So it's totally solved the issue there. It's a very good solution. Or we can also connect with our PBX just like this. It's totally remotely. Okay. And we have TE series. Now this TE series is usually used for our S20, S50, or S412 because you don't have TE port. You don't have E1 port. So you can take this gateway with your PBX. And the next one, TB series. That's actually for BRI. I think we can skip it because BRI is not very popular. Okay. All right, guys. Here, another thing we're gonna talk about today. The first thing, basic introduction. The second thing will be some product information. Now, the third one will be how do we get the actual benefit, right? You guys must want to know. Hey, Jason, you speak a lot. How do we get some actual benefit from Yeastar? Now, let's check this out. Now, I believe all of you guys already work with Yeastar for a while, already registered on our partner portal for a while, right? So it's time for us to figure out what kind of benefit can we get from Yeastar partner portal and Yeastar partner program, right? Now let's check this out. So usually you guys can visit our website. That's all you have to do and click this partners. Just click over here. Find this partner portal, all right? Click on it. Then you just click on log in. Okay, log in here. Just enter your partner ID if you have, all right? If you don't have, see here. Click here to become a partner. You can just click here, submit your application. Or you guys can just contact with Arcan. Yes, just contact with Arcan. Or contact with our sales representative. I think it's Damon. Just contact with Damon. So that's also available. He can help you guys activate this partner portal ID. All right. Now we log in. When we log in the system, now see what we have. Now we have the first one, partner program. Now you guys just want to know what is partner program and what kind of benefit can we get from this partner program. That's going to be very simple. You click on it, you can actually figure that for the partner program, you can get some real budget. Now, what is the real budget? The real budget is you will be able to get 40 to 50% of the MSRP discount as the NFR. Okay, guys, now that's actually the discount for you. So when you purchase the first order, the NFR, not for resale, but actually, if you prefer, you can sell it, of course. Anyway, so you can get this discount. That's a real good budget. And you will also be able to get offer free training, offer free test. If you want to be certificate, if you want to be certified, you can just get here. That's totally free for you. All right. And also here we have product registration. You purchase your products, you can register here, and you can check your warranty directly through our panel portal. Okay. And the next one, marketing resources. This is also going to be very helpful for you. Now, think about it. When you are doing your business in the local market, sometimes you need some marketing activities. You need some support, right? You need some videos, some slides, some logos, some pictures, whatever. So you can just visit here. All right, then you can find right over here we have marketing resources. All of those resources are free to download, guys. You can just download it for free. Like catalog, the pictures, the slides, the videos, it's all for free. You can just download it directly here. All right? All right, now let's back here. Let's back here. The next one is Yeastar Academy. Now, what is Yeastar Academy? If you're interested in our training, if you're interested in our online test, go visit our Yeastar Academy. All right, go to the Yeastar Academy. You can find all of those information, the training, the testing thing. All right, and also what we have online webinar. So if you want to know our training schedule, click this online webinar. So you will find our online training schedule. Just click here to register. All right. Okay. Back here, and we have support portal. If you guys have our Yeastar panel portal ID, if you need our support, you can actually just click on support portal directly. And here you can submit a ticket directly. All right, the right side corner here, you can submit your ticket. Now let's get back here and also look up. You can check your warranty and your certificate. Now if you pass the test, you can check your certificate and also your product warranty. Of course, the last one, remote management. Click on it, the remote management. That's exactly platform what we have now. See here. So this will be the remote management platform. We host it for you and you can use it directly. And guys, when you register here for the first time, you will have one piece of the PBX for the registration. That's for free. So if you need more, that's actually not for free. So only one piece of the device is for free. Okay. And here we also have a chat, the right side corner, we have a chatting panel. Click on it, you can start a chatting panel here directly. All right. Anyway, now when you work with Yeastar, guys, and like I've said before, the products, the services, and also our Yeastar Patent Portal, so many things gonna be very helpful for you. Now you are definitely not working alone if you're, when you work with Yeastar. Now because we offer you excellent products, that's our responsibility, of course, and we have a partner program just to help you guys to get some benefit, to get some actual benefit, right? And of course, substantial margin. You know, the products designing, the modular designing, and also we help you, we support you, so you can definitely get substantial margin. And maybe you guys worry about what if someone mess up with the local price? Now don't worry, we work together with our partners. We work together with our Yeastar distributors all over the world, and we make a strict map control just to protect the market. And of course, the last one, you will always get attentive service from Yeastar. Anything we could be help, we will be very happy to do it. All right, guys. Now, thank you so much for your time. Thank you for coming. That was all we have for today's training. Thank you. And now, if you guys have any questions, you can just let me know through the chatting panel. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, I actually recorded, so don't worry about it. If you guys need this recording, I can send it to you, all right? Thank you. Thank you. Yes, yes, sure. Guys, I will send this video to our sales representative, Damon, and I will ask him to send you guys the recording, okay? So don't worry about the recording. Okay, here the question. How can we start the training program? The training program, you mean the test, right? The online test? Okay, yes. Actually, it's like this. When we talking about the certified training, it's actually talking about the technical training. Okay. Now the technical training we have the YSCT, which is the basic level, and also we have YSCRS, is actually intermediate level. So I think you can actually check the website, which I showed you guys before. There is a training schedule. Okay. You can just find the YSCT. Okay. I will type it here. I will type it here. YSCT. Okay. Search for this YSCT and register it. Okay, register it. You can join in our training. Okay, we have the online training. You join in the training, and I will also share you guys how to join in the test. There is a link. There is a application form on our website, and you join in the training, and then you submit your application. You get yourself prepared. Then you can take part in the test. Okay. Now, thank you for the question. Let me show you now. Okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Don't worry, I will show you right now. Now this link is actually for the training schedule, okay? This is for the training schedule. See, YSCT part 4, part 3, part 2, part 1, okay? You can just register here, okay? Click here to register, get training. And if you want to know how to join in the test, now here we have uh, self-study. Okay, you click on this self-study. The self-study here. Now here is videos is also available for you guys. Now like the basic level, for example, basic Yeastar certified technician for videos. Get started. And select one. Now for example, this is part one. Now we click on learn now. Then go to the page of this video. Okay, here we go. Now you can see this is a YouTube channel thing. You can just click on start. You can start learning. All right. And here you have download a study guide. You can just download the study guide. There is a learning material. You can just learn it by yourself. And here is the take the test. Click on it. Click on take the test. This will be the application form for you to register on our online test. All right. And I will also share you guys the link for the test. This is the link for the test, guys. Just have a check. And also, by the way, guys, if you need more information, I think our Yeastar YouTube channel is also a very good place for you. Now let's have a check here. Now this is our Yeastar YouTube channel, guys. Subscribe our YouTube channel, and we actually have so many. This is a tech talk. We have this weekly update videos. Gonna be very helpful for you. All right. Okay, here got a question. For 4G module, if I need to use as data, I can sharing with user how connect to my PBX. If you're using my PBX old version, okay, my PBX I don't think it support 4G module. Okay, it only support for your S series PBX. Okay, so it only works on the S series. User can use data also. What do you mean user can use data? This 4G LTE data is not for user, okay? This data is only for your PBX, for SIP trunk, okay? Not for user, not for user. Yeah. So I mean for user, if you're trying to use your internet, use your computer, you can't use this PBX data. The PBX, the SIM card data for PBX is only working for the SIP trunk. Okay, thank you for the question. Thank you. Okay, here's another question. In Saudi Arabia, the SIP is blocked. How can we use the mobile app as an extension? If you're trying to use a mobile app, I think you can configure your VPN. That's okay. That's available. Yeah, I know this issue in Saudi Arabia, in Dubai, in Oman, maybe Qatar. This SIP is not available. It's blocked. But people can still figure out some other solution for it, like a VPN, like something to do that. Okay, allowed in KSA allowed, but have to SIP from STC. Yes, exactly, exactly. Okay, is the voice quality will not good if I using VPN? I don't think so. It's okay if you're using VPN. There is nothing wrong with your voice quality. The voice quality is the same thing because VPN never influence on this voice quality. I mean, okay, wait a second. Is the S series support L2TP VPN? Uh, yeah, I think we support it, but I need to confirm about this L2TP. Not very clear. I need to confirm because I can't remember it very clear. I need to confirm. Okay, if we compare lag between your product Cisco and Huawei, okay, and then there's actually a big difference between Cisco, Huawei, and Yeastar because Cisco and Huawei usually they just usually they target enterprise level. Okay, their target clients is enterprise level, like 2,000 users, 5,000 users, like that. And for Yeastar, we've just focused on SME market. So that's kind of different. That's kind of different. Where you stand? That's a good question. Okay, I think that data analyze I sure you guys can answer this question. In China, I make ourselves we make, not I make myself. I'm sorry. We make ourselves become top three last year in China. So who is top one? Top one is Huawei. Top two is ZTE, and top three is Yeastar. That's in China. And throughout the world, last year we're top 10. Before us, there's like Cisco, Avaya, Huawei, Panasonic. Those guys, they're at the leading position of top 9. Okay, another question. I found it in my PBX, but not in S series. If it in S series, please guide us. How? All right. For this L2TP VPN, right? Okay, I think if you need more details about this L2TP VPN configuration, maybe you can just drop me an email, okay? Leave me an email and I can help you to confirm how do we make it work. Now that's my email address, okay? All right. Okay. All right. Okay, guys. I will send this recording to our representative, the sales representative, and he will actually help me to deliver it to you guys. And once again, thank you so much for today's participation. Thank you for your time. Okay. Yeah. Take care. Bye. Have a nice day. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Okay, guys. Have a nice day. Take care.